Good afternoon. I'm Andrew Hartley, Director of Legal and Compliance. I'd like to warmly welcome you all to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. Graduands, your relationship with the university doesn't end when you graduate. In fact, it's only just beginning. You are now a member of a global alumni community of over 175,000 graduates. We would love to keep in touch with you to ensure you are kept up to date on the latest benefits and services available to you as a member of our alumni network. Look out for an email from our alumni engagement team over the next couple of days, which will invite you to download a free clip of yourself crossing the stage today. The team will also be in touch to provide you with information about our Graduate Life website that provides helpful information and tips about life as a graduate, from careers advice to travelling and to managing your money. And you will be invited to join From Salford, our exciting new alumni networking and mentoring hub, instantly connecting you to an online community of Salford alumni and supporters living across the globe, giving you the opportunity to expand your own professional network, get helpful career tips from leaders in your field, and even request for one to be your mentor. Please ensure that your mobile phones are switched off for the duration of the proceedings. The ceremony will now begin. For those of you who are able, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
I can now declare this congregation open to present degrees from the University of Salford. Please be seated.
Graduands and distinguished guests, please welcome Professor Sheila Pankhurst, Dean of the School of Science, Engineering and Environment.
Chancellor, a very warm welcome to all graduands, to your families, friends, partners and supporters, and to distinguished guests and my academic colleagues here today. And well done. Many, many congratulations to all of you. You made it. You got that last assignment in. You passed that really difficult exam you were so worried about. You survived in the rain and the cold on that field trip. You learned to look at buildings in a different light. You finished that really challenging construction project, and you mastered that tricky piece of equipment in the labs. And along the way, you made friends. You learned a great deal, or I hope you learned a great deal. And most importantly, you grew as a person. All of you here today have achieved a significant milestone in your lives. I am immensely proud of all of you and of your determination and hard work and sheer ability and excellence in so many areas. I want to take this opportunity to highlight to you the value and importance of the awards you're about to receive today. Any academic award is a partnership between you, the students, and the academics who support and guide you along the way. And the value of a degree depends in equal measure on your hard work and on our knowledge and commitment to offer you the best courses we possibly can. But the relevance and excellence of our degree programmes and our postdoctoral study and doctoral study in the School of Science, Engineering and Environment is evidenced by our very high level of course accreditation by professional bodies, external bodies, from the Chartered Institute of Building, the Royal Institution for Chartered Surveyors, the Institution of Structural Engineers, the Royal Society of Biology, the Royal Geographical Society, the Institute for Biomedical Science, among many others. And this recognition by external, national, professional bodies really matters. It means that the awards you will shortly be receiving and celebrating have real currency and value out there in the world of employment. And accreditation of our degrees is a badge of quality that we're very proud of. We're also proud of our research and enterprise. And this year, research in the school, which has reached record levels, has been supported by the British Council, the Commonwealth Association, the UK Research Councils, the Department of Health, the Royal Society, the European Commission, the very prestigious Newton Fund, and many other grant-awarding bodies. And this funding, it's very welcome because it allows us to carry out research, but it's also a badge of recognition of the world-leading status of our work in the built and natural environments and in other important areas of science, such as translational medicine and the chemical and biosciences. And this success in research is a tremendous tribute to the excellence of our researchers. And of course, they're your supervisors and lecturers and tutors and professors. So today, in so many ways, is only the start of your journey. As many Salford graduates have done before you, you will, I'm sure, go on to successful careers in chemistry and drug design, biotechnology, other areas of the biosciences, conservation, protecting wildlife, energy, sustainability, architecture, surveying, construction, and in those exciting areas where the new digital technologies meet the natural and built environments. So today, go out there and celebrate, but use your skills and knowledge. Do your best to change the world. On behalf of all of my colleagues in the School of Science, Engineering and Environment, congratulations once again, and I wish you all the very best for whatever the future holds. And whilst it's been an exciting year for our school, it's also been a year of significant achievement for our university as a whole. And as such, I'm very proud to introduce our presiding officer for this ceremony, the Chancellor, Professor Jackie Kay.
Thank you, Professor Frankhurst. Distinguished guests and graduates of 2019, as Chancellor of the University of Salford, I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony, celebrating the awards you've achieved. We're here to congratulate all of you as our next generations of graduates, to wish you well and to tell you how delighted and how chuffed and how proud we are as you embark on the next chapter of your life. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work for you, particularly for our mature students, but also for our not-so-mature students. Recognising success is rightly the highlight of your university calendar. So it's a great and a deep privilege and an honour for me to be here with you today. May I also extend a warm welcome to your family and friends and supporters. Hello, family? Hey, hello, friends. Whether you've travelled a long distance to come here today or whether you've come from just down the road, you're all very, very welcome. How many people have travelled more than 5 miles to be here today? Quite a lot. More than 10 miles. More than 100 miles. See, quite a lot, quite a lot. There's a lot of hands going up there in the back for those that can't see. A lot of people have travelled a long distance to be here. And just the fact that you've got on a train or in a car or on a plane to come and be here today shows us how important it is, your presence, to be able to take part and celebrate with your loved one their great achievement. Your university journey will have been a pivotal moment in your life. Alongside your specific studies, you'll have further shaped your views on the world, learnt more about yourself, created memories and lifelong friends. You'll have developed intellectually, personally and socially. You'll have been determined and you'll have had to use every bit of your determination to manage to pick up your degree today. Perhaps, like many of you, I was the first in my family to go to university. I was from an ordinary working-class Scottish family who were over the moon to support me through. If you told me that one day I would be stood here as Chancellor of the University of Salford and as the National Poet of Scotland, the Macker, I would have told you that you were having a laugh. I was adopted, and when I was made Macker 3 years ago, my mum said to me, "Who would have ever thought that wee baby we brought home in a basket would one day become the Macker?" Which paradoxically made me think of the 70s cartoon where the midwife's got a wee baby in her arms. She's presenting it to the mum and it's got a little caption that says, "It's a lesbian." Travelling around Scotland, people keep stopping to ask me if I'm the Macker. The other day I was in Glasgow and somebody was busking and I threw some change into his open guitar and he stopped singing what he was singing and he went, "It's the Macker!" And then he went, "Merry Christmas, Macker." I went back and told my mum that and she went, "Oh, you've made it." And the other day I was on a ferry going in the Hebrides, going from Benbecula to Harris, and the man helping me with my luggage said to me, "Am I right in thinking that you're our Macker?" I said, "Aye, I'm your Macker." Made me think that I should have some sort of special powers. It runs out in about a year and 3 months. My special little carriage will have changed back into a pumpkin. But my birth mother came from the Highlands in Scotland and my birth father came from Nigeria. Anybody here from Nigeria? Yes? And got wee waves up at the back there and special welcomes. I always felt very special being adopted. My mum used to say, "We picked you. Other people had to take what they got." But there are so many different ways of being special. That phone's ringing just for me. Being granted a degree feels a special thing, one of these shimmering, luminous moments in your life that you'll forever treasure. As the African-American writer Zora Neale Hurston said, "The present was an egg laid by the past that had the future inside its shell." Today is one of these days where you look forwards and backwards simultaneously, a double day, a day when you're happy that you've achieved what you've achieved and you feel already nostalgic and sad for those people and those places in Salford that you're going to miss. In these politically troubled and unsettling times, in this strange and surreal world that we're living in at the moment, having faith and hope in a future seems ever more a challenging thing. And yet, when the terrible things happen, as we saw from the recent terrible attack in London Bridge, what we're often most touched by is people's bravery and people's kindness and the knowledge that collectively we must all make a difference. We could call that kindness a collective kindness. It's even more necessary to draw not just on our specialisms and expertise, but on our empathy and kindness, our fantastic human ability to step outside of our own shoes and imagine somebody else's life. As Mahatma Gandhi observed, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. It's when people do extraordinary things that we're the most inspired. Nobody ever regrets giving their utmost in life, but people do often routinely regret not giving the most that they could give. I know that you're going to go on from today and find new and different ways, and lucky ways, hopefully, of giving the very, very most that you can give, and of matching yourself, and of daring to be completely yourself, daring to be different. We're proud of you, and you should also be proud of yourselves. I know that all of your family and friends that are here today are proud of you also. Whilst we're here today to celebrate your successes and achievements, we're also proud of the achievements of this university. We've been growing a cohort of apprenticeships, and we've had 2 new apprenticeship programmes in chartered surveyings that started back in 2016. And since then, we've grown significantly and will soon be recruiting our 1,000th apprentice, all of whom are studying impressive portfolio programmes. And we know from the situation that our world is in just how important apprenticeships are, and just how sad it was when they seemed to disappear from the bounds of people's reach and possibility. So we're very proud that we have them back here in Salford. We're proud that the university remains at the cutting edge of world-leading research, innovation and teaching. And this year we were awarded a grant from the Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council to lead a consortium of university partners to set up a centre for doctoral training in prosthetics and orthotics. It's often an extraordinary thing when life gives you that road that Robert Frost talked about in his poem, A Road Less Travelled By, that when you get a chance to you're at a crossing in a road and you get a chance to go down the road less travelled by, and that turns out to be the road that you should have been on all along. It's a very, very satisfying thing. So I hope that at many of the crossroads that you meet in your life coming forward from this day on, you'll also be able to choose the road less travelled by. I had a very bad motorbike accident when I was 17. I hit 3 cars altogether. The first car that I hit was actually an English teacher at my school, and I landed outside a graveyard in Kirkintilloch Road. My mum said, "We could have just thrown you over the wall." But I got a letter from that English teacher quite recently, so this is like 40 years after this accident, and she said to me, "If you died in that accident, you wouldn't have written any of your books." I told this to my dad, and he went, "Christ, it wouldn't have been our first concern," which made me laugh a lot. The point of that little story is that often when life does actually throw you a curveball and something that you're not expecting, sometimes our ability to be able to survive it and to be strong also forms, or eventually forms, part of our character. So when you go forward from this day, if there are things that disappoint you and things that you're not expecting, hang on in there and know that something else is round the corner. It's an old Scottish expression that says, "What's for you won't go by you," and that's what we hope, that what's for you out there won't go by you. You, our students and alumni, have been doing the university proud over the past 12 months. 25 of our fashion students showcase collections from New York and Legal Association Moot in Zambia, and 14 of our graduates and honorary students were named in the Queen's Honours List, which is just an extraordinary achievement for all of us to take part in. All of this combined success and achievement is not going unnoticed. We are now the fastest growing university in the North West and the 5th fastest in the country. Let's give ourselves applause. It's an exciting time to be part of this university community, but none of you students would be here today graduating without the commitment, the talent and the dedication of our teaching staff and colleagues. So I would like you to give them a massive round of applause. They've guided you and they've also recognised your potential. I would also like you to now stand up and give your family and friends and supporters a massive round of applause. Graduates, please be standing. Thank you. In a moment, you'll pass across the stage and I'll be shaking hands with every single one of you and looking into every single one of you's eyes. It kind of amazes me that there are so many different ways to shake a hand. It's the kind of thing you just wouldn't know unless you got the opportunity to shake 300 pairs of hands. The ones that I don't like are the ones that crush you to bits. You're in agony. So, yes, be gentle, please. It's my slick way of saying it. Well, your new journey is about to begin from today on. I would ask all of you students graduating today to please keep in touch with you. We'd love to hear your successes and we'd love to welcome you back with open Salford arms. Sounds like the name of a pub. And hopefully some of you will be going to the pub later to celebrate. But yes, do keep in touch. I invite you to reflect on your abilities and your social obligations as graduates and ambassadors of the university. I urge you to keep on working for the benefit of others, to keep on having that special something that means that you notice other people and you notice what they might also need. Seize the opportunities life gives you. Cherish the memories of your time in Salford. Let your empathy take you far. Let your social care and your desire for excellence take you far. Let the whole world welcome its new stars. Thank you.
Graduates and guests, we will now commence the presentation of the Postgraduate Awards from the School of Science, Engineering and Environment. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Professor Sheila Pankhurst, Dean of the School of Science, Engineering and Environment, to present the Postgraduate Awards.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Science, Engineering and Environment, I present for the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled A Composite Index for Enhancing Sustainability Within Public Housing in Libya, Abu Bakr Mohammed Ali. And for a thesis on shaping the future through strategic change management framework in the UAE Law Enforcement Agency, Saeed Al-Mansouri. A thesis on the behavioural ecotoxicology of the brown shrimp, Krangon Krangon, changing colour in polluted environments, Asma Al-Thamali. of Sustainable Planning, a conceptual heritage-led urban regeneration planning framework, Khan Doriel. Validation of shellfish isolates for development as a novel anti-tumour therapy for children, action on lymphocytes and T regulatory cells, Chloe Jones. Thesis on cyst morphology and serological variation in cystic echinococcosis patients from Turkana, Kenya. Judy Washeke Mwanga. On encouraging greater public participation in neighbourhood planning, an ethnographic examination of the impact of the Localism Act of 2011 in England, Richard Nixon. Thesis on gene expression of DNA repair proteins in colorectal cancer and medulloblastoma. Kubarat Temitope Odufuwa. Thesis on the framework for lean implementation in infrastructure construction in the UK, Kubra Sari. On terrestrial laser scanning to characterise three-dimensional foliage and woody material distribution in trees, Fadal Sase. On the identification and assessment of risk factors affecting Libyan public sector housing projects, Mohsen Ali Troog. For the award of Doctor of Built Environment in Built Environment, a thesis entitled Innovation in Quantity Surveying Practice Firms, an investigation of innovation response during compressed pre-contract timelines in Nigeria. Olorunfemi Joseph Balogun. Subcontracts in the UK construction industry, an investigation into the root causes of disputes, Andrew John Milner. For the award of Master of Science, Research and Environmental Studies, Lydia Fletcher. Amber Schofield. For the award of Master of Laws, Construction Law and Practice, James Martin Blair. Peter Gibson Bretherton. Mark Thomas Lee Foden. Philip Howe. Edmund Hutton. Catherine Zoe James. Paul McColgan. Andrew Waring. For the award of Master of Science, Applied Geographical Information Systems, Adewale Balaji. For the award of Master of Science, Biomedical Science, Felix Adjier. Tariqa Al-Azmi. Inena Cynthia Analifo. Benosh Bezadi. Charlie Clifford. Dania Abdul Karim Al-Falah. Abdul Rahman Gramida. Katie Hucknall. Andy Lakeyev. Leila Liban. Fernando Rodriguez Molina. Rory Mulvey. Adibukola Otanuga. And to Anita Rashkova. Bilal Yousaf. For the award of Master of Science, Biotechnology, Widad Abdul Rahman. Salma Ahmad Gumi. Maria Heuser. Maria Imran. Sophia Yasmin Khan. Bathrali Mohan Redakar. For the award of Master of Science, Building Information Modelling and Digital Built Environments, Syed Musilhuddin. Matthew Hanson. For the award of Master of Science, Building Information Modelling and Integrated Design, Elise Michelle Bennett. For the award of Master of Science in Building Surveying, Storm Bate. Mark Broughton. Joshua Manning. For the award of Master of Science, Construction Law and Practice, Timothy Adafia. Stuart Angus. Richard Mark Brooke. Philip Crampton. Hannah Fordry. Paula Hanks. Thomas Jonathan Herford. Jacob Kilroy. Christopher Metcalf. Stephen Mills. Pachara Mumba. John Patrick Neary. Craig Smith. Robin Stanton. Leanne Vincent. And John Martin Williams. For the award of Master of Science in Construction Management, Ferouz Mohammed Abeid. Clive Farrell. Gary James Shuttleworth. For the award of Master of Science in Drug Design and Discovery, Saka Mufid Fala Al-Abdullah. Suwaiba Babika Ahmed Al-Taji. Heber Al-Gamodi. Nareen Mohammed. For the award of Master of Science, Environmental Assessment and Management, Ruwaida Al-Najawi. Victor Edioma Awak. Fatima Zara Haliru. Berna Kalgan. Ellis Lloyd. Peter Jubo. For the award of Master of Science, Health and Global Environment, Olaoluwa Olamposi Helen David. Fatima Zara Ibrahim. Christabel Iwara Oradaba. For the award of Master of Science in Molecular Parasitology and Vector Biology, Zia Manula B. Atia. Salim Abdallah Mapua. Thomas Harry Taylor. Laura Rebecca Tikach. For the award of Master of Science, Project Management in Construction, Mohammed Musa Abuheza. Salman Alajmi. Samantha Collins. Samantha Collins. Munasinga Kasu Naranada de Zoiza. Dalia Hayed. Jubin John Thomas Henry Daniel. Nathan Jones. Elizabeth Mantsu. Abda Mokbat. Mohammed Shafayat Rahman. Charles Agbo John. And Joanne Wood. For the award of Master of Science in Quantity Surveying, Amber Clement Jones. Matthew Farrington. Robert Francis. Ghislaine Luficalio. Natalia Monastiretska. Zoe Stevenson. And Ross Anthony Wilde. For the award of Master of Science in Quantity Surveying, Mechanical and Electrical, Christopher Peter Davenport. For the award of Master of Science in Real Estate and Property Management, Modfirdaus bin Ahmed Azam. Usman Ali. Stephen Barr. Jacob Feinstein. Zishan Khalid. Mark Christopher Rogers. Maya Brilliana Stephen Quelly. Philippus Faniwanata. Ernest Kwame Nsaya Youngman. For the award of Master of Science in Safety, Health and Environment, Ayodele Balogan. Jade Beddoes. Coyote Bidemi Dada. Uhunoma Mercy Enabulele. Abdul Rashid Dambaba Mohammed. Monday Ogbagwadu Ndah. Abdullah Muzakir bin Razali. Mustafa Mohammed Sahabo. Padasi Nana Umar. Mariam Yakubu Umar. For the award of Master of Science in Sustainability, Hanan Saeed Ibrahim Ahmed Ali. Jake Barton. Alexander Cope. Katie Jean Foster. Davinia Johnson. James Robinson. Thomas Taylor. Jade Louise Waywell. Harry George Ragg. And for the award of Master of Science in Wildlife Conservation, Holly Acacia Broadhurst. Kitty Fouvet. Jane Godfrey. Rohan Vishwas Joglikar. Motsim Ahmad Khan. Mackenzie Jane Rylance. Ruma Singh. And for the award of a postgraduate diploma in biotechnology, Georgia Moscow.
We will now commence the presentation of the Undergraduate Awards from the School of Science, Engineering and Environment. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I'd like to invite Professor Mike Rogan, Deputy Dean of the School of Science, Engineering and Environment, to present the awards.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Science, Engineering and Environment, I present for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Architectural Design and Technology, Samuel Joseph Arkwright. Brandon Bardsley. Melissa Kafori. Mira Kafori. Janani Parmeswaran. And Natalie Price. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Architecture, Denise Menya Nakisandu. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biochemistry, Mohammed Hamza Haji. And Dominic Andrew Skinner. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biology, Mariam Aziz. Joseph Blackman. Hazel Cooper. Aksa Farouk. Sophie Elizabeth Hill. Damante Rabasuskate. And Amy Warburton Stobie. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biomedical Science, Nishma Banji. Philippa Jane Groves. Kimia Jaberi, Saresh Komal, Mafa Mahmood, and Sarah Zamir. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biomedical Studies, Waqas Ali, and Yanganesh Mistry. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Georgina Bates, Gareth Bentham, Thomas Neil Bolton, Jacob Thomas George Collins, Kate Cottier, Eliezer Kin, and Claire Steele. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Project Management, Abu Ahmed, Andrew Bentham, Thomas Booth, Dean Bretherton, Luke David Burgess, Julie Ann Connolly, Matthew Anthony Flynn, Natalie Charlotte Hall, Harris Iqbal, Anthony Lloyd, Daniel Lomas, Dowie Lord, Amar Mahmood, Georgie Moorhouse, Christabel Parazzi, Jonathan Reddin, and David Smolinski. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Environmental Management, Emily Shipley. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Geography, Matthew Paul Holmes. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Human Biology and Infectious Diseases, Julian Giovanni Rene Barnes. And Lenny Kamanga. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pharmaceutical Science, Inam Kania. Ehsan Mushtaq, and Kwazi Owari Boten. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Property and Real Estate, Nicola Addy. Harris Ali. Abigail Marie Barton. Joshua Michael Gertler. Jude Halpern. Robbie James Metcalf. Chimakia Sylvia Okeke. David Parry. Brett Smith. Harry Tompkinson. And Suleiman Wahid. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Quantity Surveying, Kasim Ahmed. Mohammed Ahmed. Mohammed Akib. Mohammed Hamza Ayub. Aktas Azar. James Barnes. Hannah Barth. Melanie Beck. James Michael Board. Andrew Keith Brent. Luke Chamberlain. Lauren Chapman. Jackson Connolly. Matthew Crowry. Eric Daricrareri. Luigi Giovanni Devorno. Andrew Donnelly. Michael Lewis Eckersley. Daniel James Edmondson. Dean Edwards. Matthew Ayres. Heather Sarah Fitton. Jack Gibbons. Camille Grimes. Joshua Alexander Harris. Keely Henson Darby. Sam Holden. Laura Jane Hutchinson. Mark Jennings. Andrew Jessup. Shahrukh Khan. Jennifer Lloyd, Rory McGoldrick, Ewan Miller, Lucy Mills, Francesca Irene Monks, Abe Moses, Ellie Omerod, Patrick Perkins, Katie Pickering, Christian Daniel Pitts, Sally Ratcliffe, Lauren Riley, Benjamin William Scholes, Johnny Scurra, Jordan William Stanford, Sam Sutton, Chris Todd, Mohammed Valle, Robin Paul van der Ploeg, Liam Warren, Christopher Westworth, Christopher Andrew Williams, Lee David Williams, Samuel Williams, Lee Anthony Williamson, Matthew Winchester, and Elspeth Wrigley. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Wildlife Conservation and Zoo Biology, Acacia Anne-Marie Duffy. And for the award of Bachelor of Science in Quantity Surveying, Dylan Sutherland. And for a Certificate of Higher Education of Pharmaceutical Science, Segun Olawale Adedeji. And for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Quantity Surveying, Ali Hussein. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Biochemistry, Dominic Andrew Skinner. And for the award of Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Ninenya Cynthia Analefo.
Graduates and guests, that concludes the presentation of the awards. Before I invite the Chancellor to close the ceremony, please can I ask that all guests to remain seated until all the graduates have left their seats. I would now like to invite the Chancellor to close the ceremony.
Thank you. Thank you. It's all go here, isn't it? It's just all go. I'd like to say massive congratulations to every single student that has graduated today on behalf of myself and all of the staff here. Congratulations to each and every one of you. It's been a huge honour and a privilege to watch each one of you cross the stage, all dressed up in your fineries. It's quite an indication of fashion, actually, being a Chancellor at universities these days and seeing what people are wearing. What kind of suits they're wearing, what they're wearing on their feet, what kind of dresses. It's a non-stop fashion show, really. It's fantastic. I'd like to thank all of our staff, volunteers and our estates team from across the university for helping deliver these wonderful ceremonies. And I'd also like to thank the events team from the university for all the work they do in making sure that these ceremonies run successfully. Let's give them both a round of applause. I'm going to finish with a tiny poem that I wrote, a six-line poem called Somebody Else. If I was not myself, I would be somebody else. But actually, I am somebody else. I have been somebody else all my life. It's no laughing matter going about the place all the time, being somebody else. People mistake you. You mistake yourself. I hope very much from this day onwards that you'll all be bold and brave and dare to be exactly yourselves, dare to be different in whatever sphere that you go into, dare to bring to your opportunities as much of yourself as you can, as much of your own individual personality, and dare to bring all of those special qualities that we've been hearing about today. It's been fascinating listening to each and every description of the degrees and the specialisms, and just to know what a range of skills and specialisms and expertise that we have in this room. The whole room is buzzing with intellect and interest, and we can feel it. And it will still be in this room when we leave. Before I wish you well on your journey and wish you well with whatever life should offer you in whatever chances that you have from this day forth, we all wish you very, very well, and we'll all, as I said earlier, be very, very happy to welcome you back. And before I ask the newly formed graduates to stand and put on their hats, I'd like to tell you a little cautionary tale. The very first year that I was a Chancellor here, we did a group photograph outside, and everyone was asked to throw their hats. And somebody threw their hat so enthusiastically that it hit my head and felled me straight to the ground. I was actually unconscious for a few minutes. But I thought, what a silly death that would have been. You know, a mortal wound with a mortar board. So these days we don't do that anymore. We just kind of make the motion of waving the hats because we've learned our lessons as we do well. But anyway, it's been a real honour and a privilege to be here today. I hope the day's been memorable for all of your family and friends. Thank you very, very much for coming. Now, could I ask the graduates to stand and put on your hats? And could I ask you to give each other, your fellow students, each other a massive round of applause to congratulate them on getting their degree today. It gives me great pleasure to say that I can now declare this ceremony closed.